What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to this Forex forecast. We're going to be going over New Zealand Swiss franc. Now, before we get into this, I do want you guys to like this idea. Not only does it support us, but it gives others the opportunity to see this video as well. There's more than enough money for everyone in the market. No need to be greedy. Do us and everyone else a favor and like this idea, and let's just get straight into it. So first, on New Zealand Swiss franc, we're on the monthly time frame. We're going to switch to a line chart, and we're just going to quickly look at some trends and points of interest near our area. Points of interest near our area of price action currently. Let's see if we're overlooking anything. One, two, three, four. Okay, so now let's go down to, well, real quick, we'll see what this is heading at. So right now you can see that on this monthly leg, what we were doing is we are actually testing out this 61 fib level, which coincides with some structure here as we saw on that line chart for this pair on the monthly time frame. So we have this long wick that was testing out some area of structure right here, rejected it, and then it went back down, and we're actually trading below this area of structure right here. So that's a good indicator that we are in the midst of a shorting opportunity. In addition to that, we have this impulse, retracement impulse with a retracement, and already on this retracement you can see that we are looking like we're going to be able to get another impulse down to the downside. So real quick, let's see what we can look for as far as targets. And oops, wrong one. Cool. So this is what we have set up right here so far, and we'll just set this up so that we can have it to work with moving forward. Real quick, I just want to type in that this is the 61% fib plus structure, and we're going to make sure that it's the monthly that we're looking at here. And let's go straight down into the weekly time frame, see if we're noticing anything different, any different type of patterns, any different types of structure. So here I just want to open up this descending trend line real quick. Initiated, technically could be tested here, but officially tested here. Still hasn't touched yet here, but we're still in this range. Remember, they're like ranges. It's not necessarily exactly on this line. Especially if we go down to a smaller time frame, you can see that it would actually be going above or below it, trading above or below it. So this is a general guideline. So we got two descending trend lines right here. We came close, and then we're actually trading below this area of structure as well. So you can see this was support, 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 and it tested it, went above, and it's trading and closed below this area of support and tested it again as resistance. So this is a good indicator that it is still acting as resistance. Now, this is still working on the monthly leg, but we can take a closer look at it here with the weekly chart. And unfortunately, none of the fibs line up with our critical areas of structure other than this one right here. So we don't really have much of a basis to work off of on this particular trade yet. You can go down to the daily. I just want to delete this real quick. Just see if we're seeing anything different on the daily time frame. So you can see that we are actually testing this area of structure multiple times. We have a little bit of a harmonics pattern working up here, so we might see another move up to this area before we are actually start seeing a short. So in that instance, what we're going to do is we're actually going to move up our entry position a little bit closer to here, assuming there's going to be a retracement. So basically what we're looking for is this and then officially this. Now we're going to move this slightly above this area of structure. And let's see, where is our stop loss? Five. Perfect. So this is that. We have two pieces of evidence right now. Like I said, we have that structural significance on the weekly time frame. Let's actually do it this way. So we have structural resistance on the the monthly time frame that's being tested. We're trading below that currently on the weekly time frame. It's also being confirmed on the daily time frame. We did end up rejecting this area of structure. It's not aligning with any critical areas of the Fibonacci levels. However, it's still an area of structure, as we can see on the monthly time frame. And as we went down lower to the daily time frame, it was still relevant then as well. And we were testing and trading below that area of structure as well. So what we're looking for and waiting is one more slight confirmation before we actually enter on this particular trade. And once again, this is a 1 to 4.2 risk reward ratio. However, what we should be looking for and be concerned with is this area right here, as it could be a potential area of resistance. So as you can see, this is one of the lower wicks right here, in addition to some structure. So we could start seeing some potential resistance, but at this point, you should be already in a break-even position. So you have one of two options, and that is just to let it run its course, because that would be 300 pips, or you can just close it out manually. But if you do close it out manually, remember this is a 1 to almost 2 risk reward ratio, so it's still above our 1 to 1.2 risk reward ratio, which is our minimum, and that would still be satisfactory based on our trading strategy and risk management structure. So this is New Zealand Swiss franc multi-time frame analysis. Hopefully you guys found this useful and educational, and you guys are scraping up some pips as well. So far, we're sitting around 600 pips this week, and last week was a bit rough, but we're making up a lot of those losses this week as well. So be sure to like this video, comment the pairs you want us to cover in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.